Welcome to Legs Like Mine, the podcast, where we explore lipedema through the eyes of a patient, break down the latest research, and share real life stories of living with this often misunderstood condition. I'm Susan O'Hara from LegsLikeMine.com. I'm a lipedema patient, author, and advocate, and I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're newly diagnosed or deep into your journey, this podcast is for you. I'm your host, Susan O'Hara, a lipedema patient, advocate, and someone who's been told to just lose weight more times than I can count. Today's episode, it's a myth-busting, research-backed reality check. The title, Why Diets and Exercise Don't Cure Lipedema. Let's get into it. If you've lived with lipedema, chances are you've been told that if you just worked out harder or ate better, your legs would shrink or your arms would tone up. Here's the truth, plain and simple. That advice doesn't work, not because you're doing something wrong, but because lipedema doesn't respond to diet and exercise like regular fat does. And that's not just anecdotal. It's backed by research in the official Standard of Care for Lipedema in the United States, published by Dr. Karen Herbst and 21 other experts in the field in 2021. Let's talk about what they found. First, what makes lipedema tissue different? Unlike regular fat, lipedema tissue is classified as fibrotic loose connective tissue. That means it's not just about fat cells. It's about inflammation, excess fluid trapped in the tissue, thickened fibrous bands, and nodules that you can often feel under the skin. As the Standard of Care explains, and I quote, fibrosis of loose connective tissue, as in lipedema, inhibits weight loss by usual measures, end quote. So when we're told to lose weight, what's really happening is that our trunk fat may decrease, but the arms and legs where the lipedema lives remain virtually unchanged. Second, even bariatric surgery doesn't remove lipedema tissue. I want you to hear this clearly. Lipedema tissue does not reduce significantly after diet, exercise, or bariatric surgery. That's a quote from the Standard of Care. Even people who lose 100 pounds or more through surgery often find their arms or legs still swollen, painful, and fibrotic. That's because we're not dealing with the weight issue. We're dealing with a connective tissue disorder. So what does help? While diet and movement are still important for overall health, here's what actually helps manage lipedema symptoms according to that Standard of Care. Compression garments that support and reduce pain, manual lymphatic drainage, and other specialized soft tissue work, pneumatic compression pumps at home, mental health support because this disease takes a toll, and in some cases, lipedema reduction surgery performed by specialists. These treatments aim to manage pain, preserve mobility, and reduce disease progression, not cure it, but improve the quality of life. Let's talk about the emotional side. Because when you've done everything right and your body still doesn't change, that's hard. The Standard of Care highlights that lipedema is linked with higher rates of depression, body shame, and even eating disorders triggered by the pressure to lose weight and the failure of conventional methods. This is not your fault. If a doctor, family member, or even your own inner voice says otherwise, remind yourself that the science is on your side. If you take one thing away from this episode, let it be this. Lipedema is not a lifestyle disease. You didn't cause this, and you can't cure it with willpower, a treadmill, or another round of calorie counting. But you can advocate, you can educate, and you can demand better. Let's keep fighting for awareness one conversation at a time. Until next time, take care of yourself. If this episode spoke to you, or if you've ever felt unheard on your lipedema journey, please know this. You are not alone. We're in this together and we're not stopping here. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for listening. I'm Susan O'Hara from LegsLikeMine.com. Be kind to yourself and keep going.